Okay, welcome back to Screen Print TV. I just want to take a moment to show you guys my DTG printer, where it ended up at. Let me move this box out of the way, it don't belong there. I bought this DTG printer back in probably around 2007. This was when they first came on the market. This right here is the Kiosk 2. I got it from Coleman or Code. Yeah, Coleman. It wasn't Codesi. It was Coleman. And when I first got it, what I did not realize, there was another one out at the same time. This is basically like the T-Jet, same as the T-Jet that came out at the same time. And the price of these printers around anywhere between 12 to 14, 15,000 in that range. And I bought it. I went to one of these screen print shows and I looked at it. And I also went to another demonstration of the T-Jet, and I looked at that. That's when it was several on the market then. This is the infancy of the DTG, and I put the bulk ink system in. It didn't come with the bulk ink system. It came with dampers, and the reason I replaced it to the bulk ink system because of ink starvation. And I never printed white with this printer because of the sediment of the white ink, which contains titanium dioxide, and the titanium dioxide would settle. You have to keep it mixed. And then in the later models, they came out with a mixing system that kept the white ink in suspension so it wouldn't settle. So, and white had a bad issue with clogging. And if anybody know what titanium dioxide is, it's metal flakes. It's like a metal. It's like a micro metal particle that's is processed into white. Most of the colors that you use for as pigments in your paints and your inks, and a lot of your white anything has titanium dioxide in it. It's mined as a black mineral, and then they go through a process to turn it white, and they convert it to white inks and white additives to materials like vinyl, auto paints, plastics. But yeah, this is my DTG sitting outside in the elements. And the reason it's sitting here because after, I think like around 2010, 11, well, it had to be 11, after 11, around that time, they no longer supported it. You couldn't get a print head for it. And you couldn't get other parts for it. So my print head went out in this printer. And I called around trying to find a print head, and I could not find one. And they told me that they no longer support the printer, that you have to get a new printer. And my thought is that if you pay that much for anything, it should have a life support, a lifelong support, as long as you own the printer or the equipment. It shouldn't have an end of life like these DTG printers have. And that's one of the reasons why I would never buy another one, because I'm pretty sure that that has not changed, because it's technology. As technology ages, they come out with new technology to replace it. A good example is your computers and your iPhones. Every few years they come out with a new model to keep you buying, and uh, it's called obsolescence. Whenever something is designed into a system to fail over a certain period of time, and I think that's what they do with computers, phones, and any other electronics. It's designed into the system to start failing after a certain period of time. Because right now I have a Cameo 3 and it has a error code on it that I cannot get rid of. And I only used it probably 5 times since I had it. But I had it for probably about going on 3 years now. And and I was going to cut something with it the other day, and error code popped up. And I'm pretty sure that was designed into the software, into the printer itself, to start giving errors, to start making it more difficult to use, because it just came out with a Cameo 4 to replace that. So I think that's part of the strategy that they use to keep us buying, keep us spending. So no, I would not buy another DTG printer, because whoever has a DTG printer today, it is going to slowly age, and the support is going to no longer be there, and you're going to be stuck with a very expensive printer. So while it is supported, you better pay for that thing and make as much profit as you can while you got it, because if you don't, you're going to be stuck with a printer you cannot use. It's going to be sitting out in the rain, in the weather, just like this here. And if you look close here, you can see that it's filled with water. And this is the ink cartridges and stuff. There's the ink there, the bulk system. Now it did a good job printing while it printed, but there was a lot of maintenance and there was a lot of downtime, and it gave a lot of error codes. A lot of if you start using too much ink, it will shut down and say empty waste ink tank. You know, you get all kinds of issues with these things, but I don't know if they have improved or not. But I just want to give you guys an insight on my experience with the DTG printer. And this is T-Shirt TV. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And the reason I brought this to your attention, I've seen other people on YouTube, they go out and buy DTG printers, and I've seen other YouTubers complain about their experience with DTG printers also. So I just want to make this post. They're good, but you got to keep them moving. You got to keep them working. They can't sit, because if they do, the print heads will clog, and you have to go through the unclogging cycle. And sometimes they will, you know, you can unclog them, but if they sit too long, you cannot unclog them. Or they say you can if you use like mean green and certain detergents that you can put in there to unclog them. But I just want to share this with you guys. So this is mine. $12,000 to $14,000 DTG printer, just sitting out in the elements. So thank you guys. So keep that in mind if you decide to buy a DTG printer. I don't know if they improved or not. I know they're going to tell you that they have, but really, did they really improve? Normally things do improve, but really, are they still going to support it after 5 years? All right, thank you guys. I'm going to leave it here, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.